Alright, so we're finally moving on to Battle Network 4's concept art. Let's get down here. Okay, here we go. Not bad looking. Honestly, I think they just had a lighter color just to show how the design's supposed to be. I don't remember her carrying that branch around with her during the game, though.
I wouldn't know much with 4.
Yeah, that's her when she's drunk. That gourd around her neck, that's carrying sake, but she thinks it's water. She apparently can't tell the difference. Canonically, she is in her 20s. I thought she was like 15, but no, like Capcom actually posted this on their Twitter page that she's like 22, I think.
Fair enough.
You know, that I actually had to retcon like a video I made because I thought that I stated in the video that I assumed she was a minor because I couldn't find anything about her age anywhere else, and she looks like she's 15, don't she? Like by game standards.
Yeah, but it can be kind of hard to tell with these kind of graphics.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
I like the little, like, whooshy things.
Yeah. It's her Navi is Windman. That's why.
Okay, so
yeah.
It actually is like a wind.
Yeah, like wind aesthetic, yeah.
It looks really cool.
She's the priestess in the temple of the wind god, Windman.exe. Yeah, he's kind of overpowered. Rika, number 3 of the Net Savers. One of our friends said that they actually want to cosplay Rika at a con at some point. Oh, Shuko. Poor thing.
She's always broke.
Yeah. Like, you can't tell this in-game, but look at that. Her apron is like her clothes are a patchwork. Like, they don't even work that into her backstory at all, like in Battle Network 4. She's just very prone to accidents. So, you know, don't know if she is that poor or if it's just like she just rips her clothes because she falls so much. Now, we talked about another character earlier that the design, I kept saying that they reused it for Terry. You remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? At least the hat is very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. He's a Sparkman's operator. Looks like a dork, but I love the shades. So, that's what he looks like without the sunglasses. Just.
Completely different character.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Got that Clark Kent syndrome.
Yeah, sunglasses and a hat go a long way. What was that old Smosh joke? Metrosexual hipster, I think.
I don't know. I was going to go with undercover Marvel character.
Yeah, right? Freaking right. Just put on a baseball cap and some sunglasses and maybe pull up your hood and, you know, you're fine.
It doesn't matter that you're, you know...
ripped, 6 foot tall and, like, rippling the muscles.
Like 6'10" and
was it
4 foot wide.
What was it Age of Ultron or was it Civil War that they did that? I'm pretty sure Civil War, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It's been way too long. Yeah.
That's actually not a bad picture. Like, he actually looks kind of nice right there. Like, I mean, he looks like a nice person is what I mean. Yeah. Because it's like, in the game, he's kind of a scumbag. Old man Tensuke. His hobby is Beyblades. He loves tops. In the anime, he has a big battle top, but, yeah. He also has a twin brother that wears green, so is this supposed to be a Mario reference?
I don't know.
Vidi Narsi.
Endurance. Okay.
What?
Character from Dot Hack GU.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's like the same motif, kind of.
Yeah. I see that not really a lot changed in between the concept art and the final draft. Only thing of notable difference that I'm seeing is the fan, because they didn't use a fan in the games, and I don't recall them using one in the anime, but I haven't finished the stream yet, so I'm not certain. Yeah, this dork. What's his name? Atsuki, I think? This is the operator of Burner Man, which Burner Man is like top tier NetNavi design.
Honestly, I like it's. I don't want to say it's a generic character design, but it's very tropey, I guess, if that makes sense.
I concur with that because if I didn't know going into this that this was a Mega Man character, my first thought would be Digimon. My second thought would actually be Persona, because he gives off.
Yo, I see the Persona big.
Okay, Persona 5, Blackbeard's human, what's his name?
Ryuji.
Ryuji, yes. I should have known that because you're using his Ryoji. But, like...
That was an interesting game to play through, Ryuji and Ryoji.
Yeah. To me, he gives off that kind of energy, you know, that kind of, like, punk, you know, not quite, Jotaro delinquent level, but, you know, the same, like past that era, tough guy, but
Yeah.
still kind of got a soft heart kind of deal.
Yeah.
He doesn't display that in game, but just looking at the art,
Like I was saying, it's a tropey design, but it's one I really dig.
Yeah. He definitely could be a Digimon Pro Tag, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just slap some goggles on his head, we're good.
And give him a name with the I character in it somewhere.
Yeah. Mr. Famous. His design is always good. Wait a minute, is that Shiro Emiya's jacket under there?
Maybe.
From Unlimited Blade Works?
Possibly.
Or other way around, Unlimited Blade Works stole it from Mr. Famous. It's not exactly the same, but it's like that was the first thing to catch my eye after the sword. Yeah, he operates Kendo Man in this game, which Kendo Man is another really good Navi design.
When you go to fight Mr. Famous for the first time in like a couple months, and he just breaks out the "I am the bone of my sword."
Yeah, just what? Whack. All right, I'm gonna guess that. Yeah, this is one of the few Mr. Famous designs that doesn't have the number on his shirt. They apparently they wanted to give him a mask at some point, but it's like ribbed, like a kendo mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. They don't use that in game either, but I love Mr. Famous's design in Battle Network 4. I've contemplated cosplaying Mr. Famous at least once or twice. Nobody would know who I am.
Yeah, absolutely not, but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
The one person who would get it would be ecstatic.
Yes. Ah, Chilsky. Now, if I actually was a character for Battle Network, that's him. Complains about the cold and, chunky. Not complains about the cold. Complains about the heat, wants to make it cold, wants to make it winter year-round. Dude goes so far as to, like, mess with satellites to make it snowing where it's not supposed to be snowing. Battle Network 4 shotguns you through some pretty absurd scenarios, and each one only lasts a scenario. But there's some, like, world-ending crises going on in between these things.
I'll get to it eventually.
Those shoes! What are those shoes?
The clogs.
But that doesn't that doesn't match the rest of his style, does it? Are clogs a Russian thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I want to say like Belgian, but that's completely like pulling out of thin air.
I've never taken the time to look at his shoes before. Alright, my boy Dr. Regal. My favorite Battle Network villain right here. I think he's an infinitely more interesting villain than Dr. Wily was. My personal opinion, take it or leave it. I will say, though, he's not even trying to hide that he's the villain, though. He shows up posing as an ally in both the games and the anime, but just look at his face. No one in these settings has an eye or monocle like that and is not at least somewhat bad.
Yep.
I mean, it's literally Dr. Wily, first of all.
You ever played Spot the main character? It goes the other way.
Yeah. The cape makes him even more villainous looking. I honestly don't know what the story direction origin was for Battle Network 4, but if he had worn that during the game with the story we have now...
If you have long hair and a cape, and at least part of that long hair doesn't go up, you're a villain.
I haven't heard that before, but I believe it. Wait, what about Sephiroth then? Because he's got them bangs, like they come up and then they go down.
Okay, see, it doesn't go both ways. Like if you have long hair and a cape and it doesn't at least partially go up, you're a villain. But if you have it actually partially go up, you can be either one.
Okay.
But if none of it goes up, you're a villain.
He doesn't look as good with blonde hair, but he looks like he belongs in, like, Street Fighter or something now. This one is literally just Lysander from Pokemon. It's they even gave him a skull. They're not even trying to hide that he's Wily's kid with that one.
It's Lysander, but a dark type trainer.
Regal, what'd they do to you?
Wait, wasn't he a dark type trainer? No, he was a fire type.
Fire, yeah.
More primarily, because he
Pretty
just
sure.
had the dark type Gyarados Mega.
Yeah. But, like, seriously. Not even trying to hide the fact he's a villain with that one.
Nope.
Yeah. Dark Mega Man, which... This is one character who has a different color scheme with every iteration. Like, the manga looks different, the games look different, and the anime looks different, too. It's always different.
Is 4 where he, like, started actually making major appearances?
Yes, because this is the first one to include, like, true dark chips.
Yeah. Because, like, I felt like I, like, half remembered it being touched on in 3.
Yeah, they call them dark chips, but they're more synonymous with evil chips going forward. Basically, the way those work is you have to open a dark hole, and then you can use it, but it doesn't corrupt you. They didn't have that aspect. In this one, it's like you have to actually be a Dark Lord to use evil chips.
Yeah. But style.
Yeah.
Or soul.
Yeah. I still don't understand why this one even exists. Like, how can you form a kinship with someone who tried to burn down your house and then tried to murder your father and burn down all of Scilab? Just no. Absolutely not.
It's okay. He said he's sorry.
We've talked about it before, or I have at least, but because MegaMan Jr. canonically is created from MegaMan and Roll's DNA, I feel like part of his design will be influenced by Roll Soul. To some degree. Wind Soul.
That just looks so cool. I love that design.
I actually kind of like this head better than the final one. That's like some mid-draft right there. That's the final draft. Yeah, I like that one better. I like the hat. Yeah.
I just like the arms and the pauldrons.
The fins, yeah.
Yeah, they look sick to me.
Best soul in Red Sun and best regular soul in Team Proto Man. Search Soul OP, please do not nerf. I freaking love this thing. Like, I love Blue Moon more than Red Sun, but I gush for Search Soul. Thunder Soul. Yeah, Thunderman makes a reappearance in Battle Network 4, Red Sun.
Nice.
I love how the concept art gives him, like, the little thing. I forgot what those are called, but you mentioned it when we were talking about his Thunderman's art. You know, he has the ring behind him. I think the Thundercloud's kind of silly, but I'm not going to lie, I kind of like it. It would have made it more unique, at least, instead of just being Elect style. That's one place 4 dropped the ball. When they brought back the 4 core elements as double souls, it's just that style, but as a soul.
Yeah.
So, kind of a wasted opportunity.
It happens.
Design-wise, I love this. You know, Aqua Soul. Spout Cross looks better, but this is not a bad alternative.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Spout Cross, though.
That is an alternate take on it. I don't think we got to see Aquaman's design yet, but they gave me a little poncho. I thought that was kind of cute.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. Number Soul. Oh, okay. Here we go. Number Man's concept art was bad. How bad do you think the concept art for Number Soul is going to be?
I don't know, but like. Land. We have made a mistake. This
look. 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. Like, he's almost reciting pi, but not quite. Like 3, 1, 4, 5. But
the bottom right. Land.
Yeah.
Why?
The fact that it's only the head and nothing else, like it's just regular Mega Man from the neck down.
Land, you're not supposed to disconnect 10% into install.
You press B while evolving.
There's mine.
Yeah.
That's my favorite there.
Game breaker in Battle Network 4 Blue Moon right here. Like, once you get your hands on this, everything else except Duo is now dead. And even Duo has a hard time fighting this if you got some area grabs.
I love that design.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one thing that I've noticed about Mega Man's Double Souls is if the Navi he got the soul from got a major facelift from his classic version, the soul will often take inspiration from the classic version.
Yeah.
Like he's got the metal blade on his forehead and all that. Nightman is another great example of that. We'll get to that when we get there. But yeah, underwent a lot of design changes for the better, I'd say, but I don't think any of these are outright bad. Like, that one's kind of cool. Like, I love the Buster right there. Like a gear, it's like a hammer, like on a
I was
revolver.
gonna say, it's just.
I don't know if that's what they're going for, but it looks great.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the design prompt that I feel is very hard to miss with.
Yeah, it's like Metal Man plus Mega Man. Bop. Yeah. You got gears in your kneecaps. What are you doing? On the opposite end of the spectrum.
Land, why do you keep doing this to me?
So, previously it was one of the.
I can't see my feet.
Previously, it was one of the best EXE redesigns plus Mega Man. Then the other one is, let's literally just turn him into a stump.
What are we gonna do for Wood Soul, boss? I don't know. I'm stumped. Gotcha.
Okay, I kind of like the tree growing at the back of the head.
Yeah,
That's
I dig that. The tree ponytail thing.
Junk Soul. Have you seen Junkman EXE?
That looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It does.
It looks so much like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, it hurts.
I don't even play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I can see where you're coming from with that. Like, I've seen some of the monster designs.
That I don't want to say it looks like it could be an elemental hero, but like it's got the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I would rather see an archetype around it, but like honestly, no, there's a junk archetype.
Well, there you go.
Or no, Scrap, I think is
Scrap.
his name.
Close enough, because Junkman was born from junk data, so lives in a garbage pile. You know, I never really noticed it until looking at it in the art now, but the legs are different. Like, he's got that band around one leg, but not the other. That right there is that right there is closer to Junkman's actual head.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of like the masked thing, to where it's only his eyes speaking out. The rest of the body, on the one hand, I think it's too minimal, but at the same time, it kind of works because it's junk. It's like a patchwork.
Also, the head just, to me, looks like it could just be a different Navi. Like, if you just replace the MegaMan symbol on it, it could just be...
Well, like I said, that's literally basically Junkman's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got pipe dreadlocks. Because he's made of scrap data, so that they're going for a garbage aesthetic. With, like, pipes and all that.
Yeah, I dig it. Are they pipes or are they cables?
Cables? Like, big honking cables, like, that... I was imagining pipes that had cables in them. Like, you know, you see in, like, all those sci-fi movies, like, that big round...
Yeah, I got you. Like the gigantic, like, under-the-ocean internet cables.
Yeah. That actually makes way too much sense, but yes. Yes, that's basically it. Okay, so, how was the original incarnation of Proto Soul? Okay. You know?
I was just
crappy OC, but... Crappy OC recolor right here. I can't say anything because the original draft of Blade Man was literally just Proto Soul with a few aesthetic changes. That's it though. That's the earliest concept art of Proto Soul we have.
I guess so.
I mean, if it works, it works, right?
Yeah.
I think this was probably like one of the earliest drafts that they did, and I think it was kind of like.
So what would Mega Man look like with Proto Man aesthetic?
It's like proto style, I think, is probably what they were going with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, it's Shadow style, which was maybe not directly inspired by Shadow Man, but I thought they're like, what if we gave Mega Man some Proto Man aesthetics?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where we got that from. All right, so this is Windman, operated by the little drunk girl. So, little girl, she's in her 20s, but you know what I mean. Now, how did he change over time?
He's got the same facial expression as Goomy.
Dude, that's a Snorlax. That's literally a Snorlax right there without the teeth. The fact that he's got that little thing on top of his head to gauge the wind is what gets me, because, like, when you take the lore into account, the god of Shisa Island, the wind deity who can go out of control without the grass flute...
Nah, see, that's the form he normally takes. That's the form he normally takes. That's assault mode. That is God's wrath.
Now, what was that new Pokemon, the dolphin, where he turns into a JoJo if one of his friends gets knocked out?
No, Palafin.
Yeah, Palafin. Yeah, it's like that. Why has this not been memed yet? That expression.
I don't like it, Blade. Its smug aura mocks me.
Like, I get that it's kind of close to classic Windman, like, kind of in between, but that glow up, though. People talk about, like, one trend on Twitter has been going around is name a bigger upgrade. Yeah.
No, it's straight. That's straight up a One Piece upgrade. It's just like, yes, he spent 3 months training under Garp.
I wish I got that reference. Okay, that's a very nice design right there. That looks like a Mega Man X character almost. Dude, that is good.
Yeah.
That is good. That's a really good
I
design.
like that a lot.
The colors, too.
I'm still more partial to the light blues, but
but
just me.
Yeah, but that shade of...
The green and yellow work really good.
Yeah, and that's like Windman X is what that is. That's Windman if he was a Mega Man X character. Or, you know what? Cross Fusion Windman. That's what that should be. Searchman. I think this is the single biggest glow up from Classic to EXE.
Yeah.
I see you racking your brain trying to find a better example.
It took me a second. No, it was trying to remember what Classic Searchman looked like. Actually.
Some weird two-headed thing. Yeah. But, like, my dude here.
Yeah. It took me a second, but I got there. Yeah, no, I can... This is a pretty significant change.
Desert mode, Searchman. I say canonically he still has that. I mean, he's a camouflage Navi, so I imagine he probably has some stealth abilities.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like everything in the green part can just chameleon.
Yeah. You should be able to do that. I can't decide if I like the bangs or not. I think that's a little silly. It goes... It's not a bad design, but I think it goes against his personality.
Yeah, I think it goes against his concept in general because
he's
the bangs
soldier.
could get in the way of the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like not even the soldier. It's just they could be an obstruction.
Yeah.
And a sniper's not going to stand for that.
Nah, absolutely not. I mean, that gun never misses anyway, so it's not like he needs to aim. Alright, this is Aquaman.exe. Very small. Finally got his name back in the Legacy Collection from Spoutman. He's back to being Aquaman, finally. Doesn't look like a lot changed. That's closer to his Robot Master counterpart, but not bad. It's a good alternate, but it's not what they were going for when they wrote the character.
We went from Aquaman to Seltzer Man.
No, we went from Aquaman to Aqua Gentleman. Look at that top hat. He's dashing. Yeah. He's gonna take Shuko out for a night on the town.
She couldn't afford it on her own.
Oh, man.
Poor Shuko.
Yeah.
She doesn't deserve it.
She does it. She really does it. But yeah, it's like... I honestly don't know what comes first when designing a character, design or origin, like backstory and all that. I feel like some of these characters had a significant origin change, like story change, as they were being designed. Like Windman is a prime example.
It can really go either way in character design.
Again, this was obviously inspired by Aquaman from Mega Man 8. And then they're like, yeah, let's make him cute. Ugh.
Not what I expected.
No. Again, I wish I could read Japanese.
Why has she got a knife?
What is that? Aquaman Abandoned Design 2. Aquamom? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I guess.
Like, I guess they're kind of playing into the whole thing from the manga where Aquaman was, like, related to Bubble Man somehow, because that gives off more Bubble Man energy than Aquaman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I mean, he looks like he's ready to go have tea at the Tree Dome. That's what it looks like, right?
I feel like they could use that far right design there somewhere else, and it'd be really cool, though.
Yeah, like, that looks like, again, kind of like something out of Digimon. Like
just...
Tamers specifically. It looks like something that the Tamer crew would run across in the digital world.
That's it. I was going to say, like, take, LGM from Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
Or BGM.
Yeah.
Like, give it some kind of alien aesthetic like that and make an alien Navi.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
And Mr. Potato Head over here. No, look at that and tell me that's not Mr. Potato Head with a bucket on his head.
I didn't see it till you said it, but yeah.
Look at that.
You uncultured swine.
That's Junkman. One of the most tragic characters in all of Battle Network, but he gets his dues in EXE 4.5. One thing I kind of love about it is in 4.5 you have a different way of leveling up each Navi's like attack power and EXP and all that, or HP. You upgrade him by feeding him bug frags. So you got a bunch of bug frags sitting around, feed him to him, all of a sudden his HP is through the roof. Nice. He is strong.
Nice.
Especially if you're playing the real Battle Network style patch. He was one of my main three. Base, Fireman, and Junkman were my main three. Junkman definitely earned it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so that's basic design of what it looks like. Concept art. Really playing into the junky aesthetic.
I got so distracted by the Mega Man to the right.
Yeah, Low effort MegaMan. But, yeah. I can't even say that that was necessarily inspired by classic Junkman, but it's like...
It looks like he's made of, like...
actual junk.
I was going to say more intense bug frags.
Yeah, like...
Like the bug frags had acquired the junk data and just kind of orbed up.
Yeah, see, this over here looks like something of a coherent design. Something of an inspired design of a Navi. Even if he's born from junk and junk data, there is a method to the madness. This over here literally looks like it crawled out of a scrap pile. Like, it looks like it is the scrap pile.
Makes me think of Scion from League.
It reminds me of like those robots from Mega Man X2 they had to fight in Morphomoth stage, you know? They just like crawl out of the big pile of ruins and then...
So, hear me out. It's not a Navi, it's a whole bunch of like smaller programs together, and each of the little orbs is one of them running. Like a Pokemon or something like that.
Those are
like
the eyes right there?
Yeah, and it's like a Zygarde combination thing.
Ooh, that's kind of horrifying.
I will also say that part of that came to me because the middle one on his left arm is shiny.
Yeah.
But then we start getting into gospel territory. And
yeah. Junkman shoots bug frags actually like gospel does. Like big flying chunks of junk data, he does that.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, maybe it's the...
So this is like some in-between art right here. That looks like Sigma.
I was going to say it looks kind of like a Sentinel from X-Men.
It does. Like cross between Sigma and Sentinel. Sentinigma. That one looks extremely disappointed in you.
Yeah.
He finds out you spent all your rent money on Pokemon cards again. That looks like some duo thing right there. Mostly the big fists. Is this still Junkman? Yeah, it's still Junkman.
Are we still in 4?
Yeah, we're still in 4. I feel like I've seen something inspired by that design before, though. Like, kind of looks a little bit like Cash EXE, but not exactly. Yeah. Ah, Proto-Man. Yeah, we are seeing all his art. We don't need to anymore. Sparkman. Honestly, I don't think that he...
One of the most terrifying Navis to me.
Because of the big needles?
The big old needles.
Honestly,
I don't like it.
All they really had to do was just EXEify him. Just make him a little bit more slender and make him not look like a joke. That actually kind of looks like a Transformer.
I was going to say, that really looks like some kind of, like, ultimate or mega level Digimon.
Yeah. Sparkman, Sparkmon.
It gives me Tiger Vespamon vibes.
I think I remember who that is, yeah.
B Digimon, dual light blades.
Yes. Top Man. Yeah, they made him old. They made him a senior citizen in this one. The fact that his teeth come out like that. Honestly, the game scenario wasn't that interesting, but the episode he's featured in was infinitely more entertaining.
That's some kind of cruelty, you know?
You darn kids! I'm gonna shake my cane at you. That chin, though. That man's got enough chin to go around. His design really didn't change that much. Like
looking like something out of Fairly Odd Parents.
You know, if Denzel Crocker had a net Navi, I think it'd probably be Top Man. Look at the way he's hunched over like that.
I could see it, yeah.
But like, it looks like they really didn't change his design that much. So they knew what they wanted from the beginning. One of my favorite EXE exclusive characters, Video Man. And again, I don't think they changed that much in the concept art anyway. Different color palette, but you know, that is what it is. But if the design is great, then run with it.
He's missing the cable plugs on his head.
I was going to say, that appears to be the only thing that changed. They put the play button on his chest instead of the stop button, and they gave him the composite input on his forehead. Still need to get Bree to draw digital Video Man. Like, slap an HDMI plug on his forehead instead. Replace the tapes with, like, DVD launchers. Burner Man. Candidate for second biggest glow up from original DXE. I don't know if you know what classic Burner Man looks like.
I don't remember what classic Burner Man looks like at all.
We never see his hands in the game. I think that's just an anime exclusive thing.
Burner Man looks like he could be some kind of racer.
Yeah.
Heavy thing.
So I don't know if we. Yeah, there we go. See that he shoots fire out of his forehead and dashes at you. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is like he looks like he could be turned into some kind of like car design.
He is a transformer. Like you've seen Turbo Man EXE, right? I'm kind of getting the same vibes from here because yeah. Which Turbo Man had like one of the best designs out of any Navi I've seen anywhere, and we never get to see him used outside Battleship Challenge. Okay, that's closer to classic. Like he had those big pumps or big fuel tanks like for shoulders. Ooh, that's a rough design right there. He looks beefy, he looks powerful, but he does not look agile at all.
Looks like the kind of thing you only have to dodge once.
Yeah, honestly, strike a match and throw it at him, and he explodes, is what I get from that, because those big tanks on the side right there. Yeah. Kendo Man. Sword's glowing like a lightsaber. I think this one was based on a fan submission. I never noticed that he actually is not wearing shoes. He's actually like just got feet.
Interesting.
I never noticed that before. Of course, I don't make it a habit to look at people's feet, but... I think he was based on a fan submission, so they took the design and tweaked it a bit, and this is what we ended up getting. Like, that's a really cool early design. And he just... All they really did was just change the colors a bit, I think. But, yeah, that's a really great design. I wouldn't be surprised if the idea for Kendo Man came from the anime, because we had a Kendo Navi as, like, a security system in one episode that was Japanese exclusive. Secret of the Ayano House. And I was like, yeah, that's totally Kendo Man EXE's prototype right there. Cold Man. Why is there a thermometer on your crotch? Seriously, why?
That's just...
awkward. That's better. The fact that it's still accentuated, though.
happens.
I think that's worse. The hat makes it worse. It's like... Cartman, is that you? Yeah, no, look at that. That's Eric Cartman as a Navi.
Screw you guys. It's getting cold.
That's better. I was gonna say the screw you guys going home, but yeah, it's getting cold. That's better. You. I love your design. I hate your boss battle.
Why won't you die?
Nanomachine, son. We'll meet again, Spider-Man!
I was actually going to say, I really need you to just put the J. Jonah Jameson.
You serious?
No, but like, what is the Green Goblin is this? Like, is like the Green Goblin cosplaying my Otismon right here. Oh no! Oh no! Why?
The top right could at least claim to be like some kind of...
That's Zero.exe's like silhouette. The middle one's Dr. Regal. It's like I think at one point Shayman was meant to be Regal's Navi, perhaps, but it's Dr. Regal did a fusion dance with Zero.exe, and that's how we got Shade Man.
Sir, why do we look like Frankenstein fused?
Oh man. Forget classic DXC glow up. The glow up here is from the art. Like, that's awful.
They knew what they were doing. They got a good design out of it, though.
Yeah, eventually.
You gotta throw stuff at the wall till it sticks.
You've already heard me gush about him before.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And not a lot changed over time.
Doesn't seem like it, no. You got a little bulkier.
Yeah, the bulk really helps make it more intimidating. Yeah, that's just kind of silly. Make him beefier and he looks better.
Yeah.
I freaking love Laser Man. I've said it before, if I could ever have a dream Mega Man cosplay, it'd be this.
That looks like a bad Star Wars villain.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It looks like a Star Wars Visions villain.
I haven't seen Visions. So.
Visions is their take on like Halo Legends, where it's like anime shorts, anime episodes.
Gotcha.
Ooh, contender for biggest glow up in EXE. He's up there in at least the top 5. biggest glow ups, maybe top 3. And my favorite final boss in the entire series. Duo is freaking awesome.
That is a pretty sick design.
He looks at you judgingly.
I'm always a fan of like that particular star design too. Like
That?
good use of that motif always works in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, he just over here like, since you've been doing evil.
I Galactus.
No, seriously, like, when are we, like, Death Battle, Duo.exe versus Galactus. Make it happen.
No one painfully astral projects like Gaston.
That's not even concept art. That's just one of his attacks. That's real.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. That's not a bad design at all. Again, it's kind of more X-ish than EXE-ish. Like, it reminds me of that... You remember that really big, like, gold Reploid from X6? In Infinity Maginian stage?
Mm-hmm.
Basically looks like Megatron? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I was gonna say... Is it General? Is that his name?
Yeah, General.
Yeah, the big,
General.
like, normal one?
Yeah.
I kind of get General vibes from Duo.
What?
In general.
Why did we never get a General.exe? I mean, we got Colonel. Why couldn't we get General?
Wasn't as necessary to the plot.
Alright, what is this? What is this?
A JoJo attempt? It's literally in a pose.
He's got pants! Look at that. You see a belt line right there. Like, what's it called? Bancho Duo? Is that what this is supposed to be?
I don't know. That...
It's a rough sketch at best, like, because there's, like, very detailed in some spots, not very detailed in others, but...
It's just Dio. It's Dio.exe.
Yeah, instead of Duo, Dio. Yeah. He's like... He's looking away, he's like, I don't know you. Brother. Look at me, brother. That's just a golem from Mega Man Zero.
That's a meme. That's an actual meme.
Like the Maui head? Yeah. Easter Island head. It's just Duo. Like, that's straight up just a golem from Mega Man Zero right there. Okay. Kind of got a Valkyrie motif going on here. It's got the like, Marvel's Thor, like, with the wings on the head. Mm-hmm. Not bad, but not Duo. Like, I feel like that should be a Sigma. That should be one of Sigma's bodies right there.
Yeah.
Like, if Sigma ever returns in the X9 that we're never going to get, that's what one of his forms should look like. I don't think they have any new concept art for base. Mr. Prague. Okay, yeah, that's it for 4.